Hi, it's Alex from Back to Your Heart, your daily media source to help you get your ex back. I'm excited to join you for another discussion about your romantic reconquest. This topic comes up a lot during coaching sessions. It affects everyone, and it will surely resonate with you. You might be in this situation, have been in it, or at least you will be if you don't work on your romantic reconquest. Namely, my ex is in a relationship. Should I hurry to act? Or not? And if you need to talk, know that I'm readily available to listen. You can leave me a comment here, send me a DM on social media, or write to me by email. All the information to contact me is in the video description. Don't hesitate to reach out if you're looking for advice or support. I'm here to help. Let's talk about the impatience you feel when you find out your ex is in a relationship. Everyone has their opinion on this topic, often telling you anything because it directly touches your impatience. We know very well that when you love someone, you want to spend time with them as soon as possible. The idea of rebuilding something with a sense of urgency is marked in red-hot iron on you. It's something you breathe every day, and it pushes you to reflect, to search for tools, strategies, and ideas from all around. Today, I'd like to go beyond the simple notion of urgency, this pressing desire to quickly reunite with your ex-partner. It's more about that deep sensation, that extreme fear that surges when the other starts a new relationship. It's like a bell ringing, signaling the last round, the ultimate moment. The tolling bell indicates that you need to act fast before this love rekindles and strengthens, becoming unshakable like reinforced concrete, thus making any attempt at romantic reconquest impossible. This situation fosters a powerful belief that romantic reconquest is an art requiring a subtle and detailed strategy. Many people, faced with the idea that their ex has found someone else, think they need to react immediately. They believe they should write, talk, maybe even communicate with this new partner. This reaction is often seen as a betrayal of what they had, a total lack of respect for their shared history. They start comparing themselves to this new person, for better or worse, and harbor negative thoughts. In the end, they find themselves in an absolute, direct, and rapid quest for action. But what does this lead to? What I consider, personally, as major mistakes. For instance, writing a handwritten letter, initiating a call, going to the ex's workplace, or trying to communicate with their family. These steps, though driven by a deep desire for reconquest, can prove counterproductive and harm the chances of reconciliation. The goal is often just to try to understand the reasons, and especially the means to reach their ex, how to discredit the new person in their life, how to influence things to evolve. But this must be done without self-obsession, because if a third person is involved, there's fear that the ex won't notice our changes and won't be interested. Then, you find yourself in a situation of absolute danger. Yet, in my opinion, reality is different. In this context, sadness often outweighs rational thinking. You're confronted with elements that seem to demonstrate, at least in your interpretation, that your ex is happy without you, and it hurts. But the true essence of love also lies in respecting the life the other chooses to lead. Sitting on your couch, you might see photos on social media or hear that your ex is living in absolute happiness. But in reality, you have no idea what's actually going on in your ex's relationship. Indeed, at the beginning of a new relationship, it's common to fully dedicate oneself to it, to display it on social media, and to live in the euphoria of what seems to be true love. Every chance is given to make this romance work. However, this doesn't guarantee that the relationship will be lasting or successful. The daily reality of your ex's relationship might be very different from what you imagine or see from the outside. While it may work, it's not certain that the changes you make will lead your ex to prefer getting back with you rather than staying with their current partner. I'm not Nostradamus, and it's clear that a change on your part doesn't automatically guarantee that your ex will see you as a better option. However, what is certain is that the current means you have are not adequate to discredit this new person. Adopting such a strategy amounts to total dehumanization. By thinking you need to convince your ex that this person is not right for them, you're somewhat denying their ability to judge. Don't forget that every week, I offer a free 1-hour coaching session via email. It's an opportunity not to be missed, as I firmly believe that everyone deserves access to this support, and it's thanks to you that our community continues to flourish. To participate, follow these simple steps. First, write in the comments, "I want coaching," and briefly describe your situation. Second, like the video. Third, subscribe to the channel. If you want to win a free 1-hour email coaching session, say so in the comments, like, and subscribe. There will be a winner each week, so everyone will have their chance. The more we are, the more mutual aid will be possible within our community. Let's resume. It's important to respect the intelligence and choices of your ex and this new person, as well as to respect yourself. The presence of this new partner doesn't prevent you from communicating with your ex, as long as you do it lightly and use appropriate strategies. As I often recommend, you know what I'm talking about. It's about focusing on oneself and evolving as an adult in your own world. Sometimes, you can create connections with your ex through a small anecdote or something pleasant to share, without being seductive or talking about this third person. As a coach, I don't see the point in focusing on this third person, whoever they are. Their status, daily life, income, skills, it doesn't matter because it inevitably leads to comparison, which is not relevant in the process of romantic reconquest. It's crucial to focus on oneself and how one can evolve and improve individually. Many people express their concern about the comparison effect, fearing that their ex might fall madly in love with this new person who has everything they didn't. However, this is often an overinterpretation. In reality, you can't know for sure what's going on in this new relationship. Moreover, today's situation might well change tomorrow. The fact that your ex was with you for years before breaking up is proof of this. Relationships can evolve or even deteriorate. It's important to get out of this urgency mindset, as the more pressured you feel, the more you'll seek desperate strategies that could ultimately harm your communication. I've seen many people make progress until they're faced with the presence of a third person, which often leads them to err in their approach. They try to make their ex feel guilty, but it's essential to understand that no one comes back out of guilt. If that happened, the relationship would be burdened permanently, preventing any future happiness. Remember, you are not just a replaceable object. Your ex made a choice, and today, that choice is to no longer be with you. This inevitably opens the door to new encounters. It is essential to be honest with yourself and acknowledge this reality. Accepting this situation is a crucial first step to move forward and evolve personally, rather than staying stuck in a fight against a situation you cannot control. The dynamics of human relationships are such that one can create affinities with almost anyone. Often, an encounter can be eye-opening. Many people contact me after leaving their spouse following years of marriage because they met someone else and are now looking to rebuild something, whether with this new person or with their former partner. The reality is that everyone is susceptible to changes, even within a relationship that seems stable. The person you are with may meet someone else, influenced by a particular climate or specific event, thus altering their view of the relationship. No one is ever completely safe from such situations. Otherwise, I would probably have been unemployed for a long time. Therefore, it is crucial not to focus solely on the fact that your ex has someone else and think that this triggers an urgency to act. There is no emergency with this new couple. On the contrary, this can be an opportunity for you to say, "My ex has moved on to something else. I should do the same." I'm not necessarily talking about finding a new romantic relationship, but rather about working on yourself, recognizing that you have no other choice. This could be the necessary push to move forward. Just because your ex met someone doesn't mean you have to rush or feel an urgency. I know this message is hard to accept, especially when you often hear the opposite. Hurry up before your ex finds true love and the door is permanently closed. But it's important to understand that focusing on oneself and personal growth are essential in such situations. Before continuing, I'd like to remind you that ebooks are available for all your questions. You can find them on my social networks or on my website. All the links and necessary information are in the description of this video. These ebooks can be a great help in delving deeper into certain topics or finding answers to your questions. Personally, I've been through a situation where my ex left me for someone we already knew. Like you, I thought it was definitely over, and that leaving for someone already known meant they were sure of their choice. You may have other arguments, and everyone has their own way of seeing things. However, it's essential to remember that we work on contrast. Your ex can say whatever he or she wants, but ultimately it doesn't matter, because neither of them can predict the future, see your changes, or know how these changes will be perceived tomorrow. You may be facing problems now, like a lack of response or your ex's anger, but you can't be certain, even if you think so, that this situation will remain the same in 6 months or a year. I know you don't want to wait, but I prefer to tell you to be patient and work on yourself, rather than make you believe that you can get your ex back in the blink of an eye, as that would be misleading. Again, the fact that your ex is with someone else doesn't mean you have to rush to find a miracle solution. It won't work. I'll leave you to think about that. If you appreciate this content, feel free to give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications to receive videos as soon as they're uploaded. This will allow us to work together in real time. You will also find useful links under the videos if you wish to continue your work. I leave you with these thoughts, feel free to subscribe, and I wish you an excellent day.